The Jimmy Z Show.
Now, I see here a piece of audio that I've talked about on Facebook a couple of times. I want to play this audio because I've got some commentary, quick commentary on Sarah Palin. And you know, I'm sorry. I know some of you really like Sarah Palin. Everything she does grates on me like fingernails on a chalkboard. Listen.
Back in 2008, I believe that's when it started, when the media decided to just go along to get along with Obama, ingratiating themselves with him and vice versa. What we saw was these attempts to destroy the whistleblowers, those who were telling the truth even in the campaign, those who were bringing up the name Jeremiah Wright and the racist church that he leads that Obama was a member of for over 20 years. Though I was, during the campaign, running for VP, I was banned from talking about Jeremiah Wright and Obama's friend Bill Ayers, who is the character that he befriended and kicked off his political campaign in the guy's living room. Couldn't talk about that. Couldn't talk about Obama's lack of knowledge and job experience and the things that he said, like America had 57 states, things like that in the campaign. Greta, this is important for Americans to understand. I was not allowed to talk about things like that because those elitists, those who are the brainiacs in the GOP machine running John McCain's campaign at the time, said that the media would eat us alive if we brought up these things. So what did that get us, though? What that got us, this kind of complacency and a self-censoring of a campaign where we weren't allowed to tell the truth about who this candidate was, Barack Obama. What it got us was a list of these scandals. This is kind of the redneck version of one of those elitist tactics of Karl Rove, how he uses his whiteboard. This is the redneck version of a whiteboard. And on this lists the scandals that are destroying America, Greta.
All right, look, here's my position on this. If Sarah Palin was told by the John McCain handlers or by the GOP elite or whoever that she was not to talk about the truth about who Obama was, who Obama associated with, and what Obama's true agenda was for America, and she knew how important it was for the American voters to know, why didn't she pull out of the race? Why did she keep her mouth shut? Sarah Palin is supposed to be the conservative who pushes the envelope. She's outside the box. She is supposedly out there to make elitist and moderate Republicans, basically the rhinos, Republicans in name only, uncomfortable. But she sat there and said, okay, I'll be quiet. Why did she do that? And why is it that not only after the first campaign and election victory of Barack Obama, she still kept silent? And then, as we got into the 2012 campaign, she became a Fox News contributor and a pundit on television talking about the campaign between Romney and Barack Obama in very general terms. She didn't take sides, and she didn't say anything about this. And I'm not saying that this did not happen. I believe that it did. But only after Barack Obama was elected twice did Sarah Palin say anything about this. And that's crazy. That makes no sense. And I can't help but wonder why, if she is the voice, the heart, the soul of the Tea Party, why she didn't let us know that the McCain campaign and the Republican Party kept her silent in 2008. What she should have done is call a press conference, step in front of a podium, and tell it like it is. I am being muzzled, and I will not be muzzled. I am being told that I cannot talk about who Obama is, who his associates are, what their agenda is for America. And I'm not going to be a part of this campaign. I'm resigning from the John McCain campaign. he's going to have to find another vice presidential candidate because I will not be told to shut up. Now, can you imagine if she did that? Sarah Palin would have made political history by standing up to all of the elitists in the Republican Party who say that, no, we can't talk about Barack Obama honestly. We can't describe who he is. We can't talk about his associations with Bill Ayers, the mentoring he got from Jeremiah Wright. No, we can't talk about that. And Sarah Palin should have stood up and said, no, we can't afford to do this. America is in danger if Barack Obama is elected. So anyway, I don't know why she put up with it and never said a word. I wouldn't. I would not have kept my silence. I would have spoken out. And come to think of it, she would not have had to quit the campaign. She could have gone on television interviews and made speeches and told it like it is. Spoken right out about the things that she was told to keep quiet about. And see if the McCain campaign would fire her. Kick her off the ticket. That would have been daring. That would have been courageous. But she did neither. She simply kept her mouth shut. Sorry, I do not understand why she gets so much respect for keeping her mouth shut for 5 years.
The whistleblowers, those who were telling the truth even in the campaign, those who were bringing up the name Jeremiah Wright and the racist church that he leads that Obama was a member of for over 20 years. Though I was, during the campaign, running for VP, I was banned from talking about Jeremiah Wright and Obama's friend Bill Ayers.
Okay, so Sarah Palin kept her mouth shut. They told her not to talk about these things, and she said, okay. I don't get it. I really don't.
The Jimmy Z Show.